Today, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little flip through of the homeschool planner that we're using this year. Maybe if you're not 100% sure which one you want to use yet, or maybe you've got one and you don't love it, this will hopefully give you a cheaper option that will give you some inspiration. Hey friends, welcome to Mile High Homeschool. My name is Megan. I'm a second generation homeschooler and I make homeschooling and homemaking videos that are hopefully encouraging to you in your journey. So this is the same style of planner that I talked about at the beginning of 2024. It's a day designer planner, but it is a teacher lesson planner. So it's their teacher lesson planner. I love this clipboard part on the front because I can keep different pages and things that we're working on or worksheets that I need from day to day on the front there, which is really nice. Nice and clean lines. It's got these great pockets in the front. I'm gonna have different spots covered up with sticky notes that have more personal information and that kind of stuff on them. At the beginning of their planner, they have these really great, obviously big picture kind of thing, but they also have these really great things of what are your intentions for the year? What are your routines and habits? And what are things you want to get into, which I think are great. I just haven't done them. I was in kind of a hurry to get this set up, so I didn't do any of that. They have a way for you to lay out a week or your ideal week and that kind of thing, which I like. I've done this. I laid it out. I have yet to actually stick to it. So, that's a whole other thing. Because it's designed as a public school teacher planner, not as a homeschool planner, they have class birthdays, and I just have it as years at a glance instead. So I put down our co-op days, birthdays, that kind of thing, different travel and vacation we're doing, that kind of stuff. Then they have a whole section of holidays and special dates. This is a goals section that they have for the whole year. I like this section. I think what I'll probably use it for instead, though, is tracking our field trips and just kind of where we went, when we went there, what we learned, kind of the learning objectives, that kind of thing, and more of a big picture idea there. Then in their monthly layout, I like it nice and clean, big space on all the monthly layouts and that kind of stuff. A nice little to-do list over here, which is cool. However, because we didn't do a lot of school in July, I actually used the month of July to plan out the 5 in a row stuff for my son. If he wants to do 5 in a row this year for preschool, I'm leaving it very much if he wants to do school, cool. This is what we'll do. Here's the book we're going to read, and then the different subjects that we're going to do each day related to that book. Now, the weekly layouts, you've seen I do life stuff on one page and then school stuff on the other page. I'm still going back and forth. Some of my pages I have it set up so it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But I think I like this version better where it's Monday all the way across, Tuesday all the way across, Wednesday all the way across. And that way it's just easier that way. So I'm still kind of playing with it a little bit. But I love the weekly layout, lots of space. I'm not doing meal planning right now, but it's got spots for meals if I want to do that. Things that need to get done at home, things to do with life, that kind of thing. This last section I split into a weekend spot. So I've got Saturday and Sunday plans, that kind of thing. And that's pretty much what the month to month looks like. Because we're going to be done with school by the month of June, we'll be finished up at the end of May for the year. I actually use the entire month of June, similar to the 5 in a row thing in July. I just used it as ideas for storyboarding YouTube videos and that kind of thing. So that's on there, which is funny. And then in the notes section, I do this and write out basically my own version of all the lessons that need done for each subject. So we've got Life of Fred, the Master Books Math, Story of the World, History, Apologia, Physics and Chemistry, and Logic of English Foundation C. And I break it down based on the sections in the book. So Lesson 84 has 6 different parts within Lesson 84 of Logic of English. Or Apologia, I split apart Lesson 2 into this many different parts. Life of Fred, I just wrote down how many lessons are in each book, apples, butterflies, I think it's cats and dogs are what C and D are for. Master Books Math goes by what day of the year it is. So your first day you do lesson 1, second day you do this day 2 lessons and that kind of thing. So I wrote those out. They have 180 lessons in their book, so we might not do all of it. Story of the World, I broke up the chapters and sections into what I want it to be. So that's why we have A, B, C, A through D, that kind of thing, because it just changes. And then as I get them done, I go through and cross them off. So at a glance, I can see how far along we are in any one particular curriculum, which is nice. And then this is how I actually track attendance within my planners. I write out the months like this, and then I have it be the first is up here and the last day of the month is at the bottom. The months that don't have a full 31 days, I black out the bottom. The weekends get crossed out, and then I highlight based on what actually happened that day. So if it was a school day, vacation day, we did a field trip, or it was a sick day. And then the other thing I do is I write out how many days are required in the year. And you could tell I didn't quite have enough room, so I just put it up there. And then I go through and cross them off this way as well. So I do it the color way, so that way I can at a glance kind of see, hey, we tend to take more field trips at this point in time versus another point in time, so therefore plan accordingly. Or we had a lot of sick days in the middle of the year, that's why we're off, that kind of thing. So I can just kind of at a glance see how our year flowed. And then this is just an actual tracker, so I can be like, okay, we're halfway done, we're almost done with you, that kind of thing, so I don't get bogged down in it. This is my terms at a glance, so I can see just by looking at it how many days we're going to be doing school for each week, how long our breaks are, that kind of thing, just to kind of get an idea of big picture dates. And then in this section, I actually write down the future years, the name of my kid, what grade they'll be in, and then how old they'll be for next year, the year after, just kind of like at a glance in future. So I have an idea for big picture planning and stuff later on. And then I just added in extra pages here at the back. These are actually extra pages that I just punched in and put in of like goals for term 1 of what we're gonna do, some second grade goals as I think of them and as they come to me, I put them in here. And then it's an easy way to track of like, hey, did we get this done? Did we get this done? And it's an easier way to view my year as a success or not, as opposed to just like, well, did we finish the book? And it's like, well, it's not about did we finish the book? Did we accomplish the goals we had? And then I can also see like, hey, if we have the same goals for term 1 and term 2 and term 3 and term 4, maybe we have unrealistic goals. Maybe we need to adjust these. Maybe we should switch them out. So that's a big thing I like about this as well, is it's an easy way to measure success based on how I define it, not how someone else does. So that is this year's teacher planner, and just a quick little look inside of it. I loved it. I got this one at Kohl's. I think you can get them from Target and just other spots online. It was like 20 to 30 bucks or something like that. So like I've said in the past, I like the versatility and customization and things of the Ann Advance planners and the plum paper planners. I think those are beautiful. I would love to get one of those someday. However, since I just have one student really that I'm planning for, I just can't justify spending that kind of money. So this is my cheaper version of something that's works well for me for planning life and school at the same time. Hopefully this video was helpful for you and you got some good inspiration and ideas about how to use your own planner. And be sure to like and subscribe and comment down below what you love about your planner, what are some things that you changed, and maybe some tricks for how you have it set up for this coming school year. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.